Have you heard of Cortez and Cortez Village off of Anna Maria Island? Well, there's a little neighborhood called San Remo Shores located nearby that I want to tell you all about. So stay tuned to today's video. All right, so San Remo Shores is an inlet community just east of Anna Maria Island off of Cortez near the Cortez Village. So it's easy to remember because the street is named Cortez. So San Remo Shores, if you look at the map, it's a bunch of inlets. It's very much like, I kind of compare it to what Country Club Shores on South Longboat Key used to look like. Lots of mid-century ranch homes. The one behind me happens to be a two-story newer home, but most of the homes are kind of like these, like 1950s, 1960s properties that you see kind of here behind me. Neighbors are so nice. It's a very convenient location to Anna Maria Island. So you're not really far from the beach. So convenience wise, there's like a ton of great restaurants nearby too. The Swordfish Grill is one, and then the whole village, it's known for like an old fishing village. So I think it's so quaint. I did some video that you can check out there as well. So the home behind me is very quintessential San Remo Shores. So it started in the 1960s, and most of these homes, like I said, have maintained that sort of ranch style. There are some that are being torn down, but even to the end of each of these canals, you'll notice when you come back down here that they're not, bulldozing everything. They're really kind of keeping with that old Florida charm. And I think it's great. I mean, when you compare it to everything else that's just being redone and rebuilt and built upon and everything, I think it's nice to have like a little bit of that older Florida feel still. So I love that about San Remo Shores. Many of the homes have also been extensively remodeled. They generally kind of are in that 2,600 to 3,000 or even smaller square footage range. And we found one in here closer to 525, but they do go upwards of, I found the highest price sale I found in here was 2.7, which was a few years back. But the majority of the homes back here are under 1.2 million. So the beautiful part about this location, not just because it's close to the beach, but the water frontage is a deep water canal, no bridges, except for if you do go through Cortez, you do have a bridge there. Otherwise, you can go north where there are no bridges. And it's a wide canal. It's a very wide canal, so you have space from your neighbor, which is wonderful. It's an extra feature of properties back here. All right, I want to feature two properties for sale. So first we have 4012 Plumosa Terrace, and it's considered Bradenton. It is listed for $895, and it is a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 1982 square feet, of course, on the canal. It does have a pool, and it's built in 1972. Next up, we have 4011 100th Street, Bradenton, of course. It is listed for $1.09 million. It's a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 1887 square feet. There's no pool, again on the canal, and it's built in 1963. Also nearby here is the Maritime Museum. It's a little building from 1912 that used to be a schoolhouse, and in the early 2000s they repurposed it into this Maritime Museum, and it's so cute. There's just so much great nostalgia, and it's right by the fishing village, so you can check that out in your spare time. It's not very big, so I know they host events and whatnot. It is free admission, so there's no cost to the public. The staff is wonderful. I hopped over there and I kind of checked out some of their stats and like their little boats and the maritime things that they have over there. I thought it was just really neat. I don't know much about boating, as you could probably tell. I love boats, I love water. Don't know much about maritime things, but lots of waterfront restaurants too. The Swordfish Grill, as I mentioned. There's Cortez Kitchen. Cortez Kitchen is right next to Swordfish Grill. They're actually in the middle of redoing it, so it's closed for renovation, but really nice spot there. Lots of these places have live music, and of course specialize in seafood, fresh seafood. So definitely check these places out. And Anna Maria, again, is close by. I have a whole video about Anna Maria Island. We've done, I think, at least 3 or 4 videos in Anna Maria, including why would you maybe not want to buy in Anna Maria. So we always want to look at both sides of every story, like the good and the bad. So we've done several videos there, so check those out. My office actually has one of the highest price listings on Anna Maria at $25 million. This Cortez area is a wide range of geographic area that we work. So this is pretty far north. Again, right off of that south bridge, there's also a north bridge to Anna Maria Island too, and that's a whole different territory. So we work a really wide range of real estate here in the Sarasota, Manatee, and Charlotte County areas. I'm excited to start presenting a property coming up on Manasota Key actually pretty soon, which is way further south of here. But that is a Gulf to Bay home. It's going to be listed for $10 million. And again, I mentioned this in one of my other videos too, but just because we do talk about and focus on luxury real estate doesn't mean that we don't want to hear from you. I had a comment not too long ago from someone who said, well, I don't even want to call you because my property or my price range is like 300,000 to 400,000. I was like, absolutely not. Please call me. I love working with any buyer and any seller, truly. So it's a real pleasure, and it's a big compliment for you to call me. And so I really appreciate it. You know, I don't want you to think that, and please, I welcome all calls. Please click the like button, subscribe if you haven't, share this with someone that you think might be interested in this area or in the general area. 941-544-7690.